Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Stott, I'm the Emperor of Stomaria, and today I want to give an update regarding the minting of additional silver Stomarian status. So this will be the third and final installment of the recent 3 videos that we've done where I will be wearing the same shirt. Because as I said in the last video, I'm just bashing these out as quickly as I can in a single sitting and then gradually releasing them. So if you've made it to the 3rd video of this particular little installment, then congratulations. So we'll make this as quick as possible because my throat is starting to hurt and it's getting a bit late. So the silver Stomarian status. In terms of an update, in terms of progress, for those of you who remember, we were looking to accumulate additional silver Stomarian status from the same mint that we had the first batch produced at. And as a part of this process, we reached out to the wider Micronational community and in particular the Stomarian community, asking the question, do you want to put funds towards the minting of the Stomarian stata, and in return you will get the equivalent number of Stomarian statas sent to you at cost. So, hypothetically, if it costs £1,200 to mint 100 statas, someone contributes £120, then they'll get 10 statas. I mean, that's about as simple as I can make it. And we have had a quote from the company a few days ago now, which stated that, well, they gave a list of the number of coins that they were going to produce and the cost of each coin to produce. And obviously, the more we ordered, the cheaper each coin would become. I think, off the top of my head, if we ordered 1,000 coins, which would be 5,000 statas in terms of the number of statas in each coin, so it's 5 statas per coin. So if we ordered 1,000 coins, I think it was going to be £7 plus shipping plus VAT, so I don't know, about £9-ish maybe per coin. But obviously that would mean forking out about £9,000 in order to get that, and we're not quite at that position yet. So we've opted, I think, to go for a lower amount, probably around 300 additional coins, which will nevertheless quadruple the number of coins in circulation in one go. And this will increase the price per coin, but it will drastically bring down the total cost to a more achievable level. I think probably around 3.5, closer to £4,000 probably. Yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Now, the number of people, the number of Micronations and Micronationalists that have come forward and said, I want to put money towards this in return for additional status, has been great so far. I am, at this time, getting absolute confirmation from about half a dozen people who have expressed their interest in getting involved in this process, and I think it'll be somewhere between £500 and £1,000 that will be coming from the wider Micronational community in some form or another, which is great because it's going to mean that the pressure is off me a little bit in terms of having to find that revenue. And it's also great because it means that as soon as these Sumerian statas are produced, they're minted, and they get sent to us, I can immediately ship out dozens and dozens and dozens of these coins to Micronations and Micronationalists across the British Isles and even Europe at this point. So that would be terrific, because the idea is to ensure that the Sumerian stata is distributed as widely as possible, because there's no good in having 10,000 stata coins sat in my drawer. It's not going to accomplish what we want to accomplish. What we want to use it for is a medium of exchange that Micronations and Micronationalists can use to engage in commerce, in trade with one another. And hypothetically, if Lithua, for instance, buys Waywoodian eggs for a stata coin, that's when I know we've succeeded. When the activity, the interaction between two Micronations takes place without my input, or even my knowledge. And going forward, that's what I will hope to see across the micronational community. Certainly, the micronational community that's aspiring to do what we're looking to do, which is to establish a real world community, which is looking to establish a genuine monetary system, which is looking to attain a sort of de facto independence by establishing a community of people with varying different cultures and identities, but who are nevertheless unified in the desire to reduce reliance on and contributions to the macronations that we're a part of, in our case, the United Kingdom. And as a part of this, using a form of sound money, silver coins, where the commodity money, where the value of the coin is derived from the commodity itself. This is all very central to what Stomaria is trying to do. And as an aside, just reducing reliance on the macronation will also include, in this sense, fiat currency. So if we can mitigate the use of the pound sterling and instead engage in trade and commerce with one another using the silver Sumerian stata, for instance, that's a win for us, because we're accomplishing our goals. So that's where we're at with that at the moment. Now, in terms of when this is all going to happen, the actual minting of the stata, the actual order when it's going to be put in place, I suspect is going to be late July, early August. So it sounds quite far away, but it's actually not. It's probably like 3 weeks, probably less than that by the time this video comes out. And so this is a sort of a final message, if you like, for those Micronations and Micronationalists who might also want to acquire Sumerian status at cost. Now, when I say at cost, I should forewarn you before you get in touch with us. As I say to all the Micronations and Micronationalists that have already invested, the production cost of the coin will be around £12 per coin. But the actual value of the silver itself will only be about £3, because the production cost is obviously vastly more expensive. Now, when we ordered the first batch of statas, I took the hit on that. I think it was because we ordered in the 100, production costs were a lot higher. We also had to make the mold, so it was about £16 per coin for the first batch of 100 statas that we made, 100 stata coins. And this time around, it's obviously dropped lower because we're ordering more, and that initial cost, that burden, has been spread out a little bit further across other Micronations that share our vision, which is terrific. But I want people to be under no illusion, even though that the price of the Sumerian stata, the value of the Sumerian stata, will be used and exchanged based on the spot price of silver, around £3 at this time. The production cost is significantly higher. But the only other way to accumulate Sumerian statas will be to trade for them. So you'd have to find a Micronation that already has statas and then provide them with a good or service to acquire that stata, which is a bit harder to do because it's a bit rarer at this time to come across these kind of Micronations. And the only other way to do it beyond that is to purchase it from the imperial market, where we sell them as novelty items to members of the general public who might be interested. And we sell them at a massive premium. So we sell them for, at this time, about £30. With the profits of which go towards the production of additional Sumerian statas. So the quickest and the easiest way and cheapest in compared to the imperial market purchase is to purchase the Sumerian Stata at cost, to invest in the Sumerian Stata during the minting, the production process. For those that aren't interested in that sort of thing, it obviously doesn't have any impact on them whatsoever. But I just wanted to make this video just to highlight the fact that we're getting to the point now where we are going to be ordering additional Sumerian statas, hopefully around 300, which will quadruple the number of statas in circulation. It will go from 100 stata coins to 400 stata coins, which would be, what, 2,000 statas in circulation. So that would be, absolutely terrific, and hopefully be sufficient enough in the immediate future for Micronations to engage in a trading relationship with one another on a small scale, without it being too much of a concern regarding the limited supply of the Stata at this time. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say for this particular video. As I said, I'm getting more and more coarse. I can feel my throat going as we speak because I've just done 3 videos, the 3 video equivalent in a row. And so yeah, I'm going to call this a day at that. So if you wanted to become a part of the Stomarian community, then please feel free to do so through our Patreon campaign, the link of which I shall leave in the description below as always. You will also find the details of the other Micronations that are involved in Stomaria in the description below as well. But otherwise, if you did enjoy this video, then please feel free to give it a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.